Bristol, England, a city known for its vibrant art scene and maritime history. Cobblestone streets and colorful houses paint a picture of charm. Laughter spills out of cozy pubs, and music drifts from hidden courtyards. But even in a city as seemingly idyllic as Bristol, darkness can lurk. Behind the cheerful facades and friendly smiles, a storm brewed in February 2015. This is the story of Becky Watts, a 16-year-old girl who vanished from her home, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and unimaginable grief. Becky, with her bright eyes and infectious smile, was a normal teenager. She loved music, texting her friends, and dreamed of a future filled with adventure. The disappearance of Becky Watts sent shockwaves through the community and beyond. Like many families, the Watts family had their share of complexities. Becky lived with her father, Darren Galsworthy, and his partner, Angie Galsworthy, along with 2 other children. Also living under the same roof were Nathan Matthews, Darren's son from a previous relationship, and Nathan's girlfriend, Shauna Hall. The dynamics between Becky and her stepbrother, Nathan, were particularly strained. There were tensions, unspoken resentments simmering beneath the surface of their daily interactions. Shauna Hall, Nathan's girlfriend, was an enigmatic figure in the family drama. Described as quiet and introverted, she seemed to exist on the periphery of family life. The Watts family, once an ordinary family navigating the challenges of blended dynamics, became the focal point of a horrifying crime. February 19th, 2015, dawned like any other day in Bristol, but for the Watts family, it marked the beginning of a nightmare. Becky Watts, a seemingly ordinary teenager, vanished from her home without a trace. Her phone, her belongings, all left untouched in her room. It was as if she had simply vanished into thin air. Days turned into nights as family, friends, and neighbors searched tirelessly for any sign of Becky. Flyers with her smiling face plastered every lamppost, every shop window, a desperate plea for information. The police launched a full-scale investigation, meticulously piecing together the puzzle of Becky's disappearance. They scoured her phone records, interviewed friends and family, and followed every lead, no matter how small. As the days turned into an agonizing week, a sense of dread began to creep in. The disappearance of Becky Watts sent shockwaves through the tight-knit community of Bristol. The case, with its baffling lack of clues and the young age of the victim, struck a chord of fear and uncertainty in the hearts of residents. Whispers of the missing girl could be heard in pubs and cafes, a chilling reminder that even in their seemingly safe city, darkness could lurk. The community, desperate to help, rallied around Becky's family. Candlelight vigils illuminated the night, casting flickering shadows on the faces of concerned citizens. Thousands marched through the streets, their voices echoing with a shared plea for Becky's safe return. But as days turned into weeks, and the investigation yielded no significant breakthroughs, a sense of despair began to set in. The initial shock and disbelief gave way to a grim acceptance that something truly terrible may have befallen Becky. The city, once united in hope, grappled with a collective grief that threatened to consume them. The hope that had flickered in the hearts of Bristol residents was brutally extinguished on March 2nd, 2015. After 11 agonizing days, police made a horrifying discovery. Becky Watts' dismembered remains were found, hidden in a garden shed in Barton Court, just a few miles from her home. The news, delivered with somber faces by police officials, sent a chill through the city and beyond. The gruesome nature of the discovery, the callous disregard for human life it revealed, shocked even the most seasoned detectives. The city, already reeling from Becky's disappearance, was now forced to confront the brutal reality of her murder. The cheerful facade of Bristol crumbled completely, replaced by an overwhelming sense of grief, anger, and disbelief. The garden shed became a chilling symbol of the darkness that had descended upon the city. The discovery of Becky's remains marked a turning point in the investigation. As the investigation into Becky Watts' murder intensified, all eyes turned towards Nathan Matthews and Shauna Hall. The couple, initially questioned as witnesses, soon became the prime suspects. Their seemingly normal exteriors hid a darkness that would shock even the most seasoned investigators. Nathan Matthews, Becky's stepbrother, was a complex and deeply troubled individual. Plagued by personal demons and fueled by a perverse obsession, he became the architect of a horrific crime. His actions revealed a chilling lack of empathy and a disturbing detachment from the sanctity of human life. Shauna Hall, Nathan's girlfriend, emerged as an enigmatic figure in the unfolding tragedy. While her level of involvement in the murder remained unclear, her complicity in the aftermath painted a picture of a woman deeply entangled in a web of deceit and manipulation. Her silence, her willingness to protect her partner, spoke volumes about her own moral compass. The investigation delved into the psychological profiles of the couple, attempting to unravel the twisted motivations behind their actions. The trial of Nathan Matthews and Shauna Hall for the murder of Becky Watts began in October 2015. The courtroom became a stage for a chilling narrative of obsession, deceit, and unspeakable cruelty. Evidence presented to the jury painted a gruesome picture of Becky's final moments, revealing the calculated and callous nature of her murder. The prosecution argued that Nathan Matthews, driven by his perverse desires, had planned and executed Becky's murder with chilling precision. They presented evidence of his online searches for information on kidnapping and dismemberment, as well as incriminating text messages exchanged with Shauna Hall. The evidence, both physical and digital, wove a damning tapestry of guilt around the couple. Throughout the trial, the city of Bristol watched with bated breath, their collective grief and anger palpable. The courtroom became a battleground for truth and justice. In the aftermath of Becky Watts' tragic murder, a question lingered in the minds of many. Could this tragedy have been prevented? Those who knew Nathan Matthews described him as quiet, introverted, even awkward. However, beneath this unassuming facade lay a darker side. His online activity revealed a disturbing fascination with violence, particularly towards young women. Furthermore, there were whispers of controlling behavior within his relationship with Shauna Hall. Her isolation from her family and friends, her unquestioning obedience to Nathan's demands, pointed towards a dynamic of manipulation and coercion. The tragedy of Becky Watts' murder serves as a stark reminder that we must remain vigilant in our everyday lives. The tragic case of Becky Watts serves as a chilling reminder of the importance of vigilance in our communities. It highlights the fact that evil can lurk in the most unexpected places, often disguised behind a veneer of normalcy. By fostering a culture of awareness, by looking out for one another, we can create a safer environment for everyone. We must teach our children to recognize and report any behavior that makes them feel uncomfortable or unsafe. Open communication between parents, educators, and children is paramount in creating a protective barrier against those who prey on the vulnerable. We must empower our children to trust their instincts and to speak up if something feels wrong. By recognizing these signs and offering support, we can potentially intervene before a situation escalates to a tragic end. The case of Becky Watts should serve as a wake-up call. Becky Watts, a vibrant teenager with a contagious smile and a love for life, was tragically robbed of her future. Her story, forever etched in the annals of true crime, serves as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can reside in the human heart and the devastating consequences of unchecked evil. In the wake of this tragedy, it is important to remember Becky not for how she died, but for how she lived. She was a beloved daughter, sister, and friend, whose memory continues to inspire acts of kindness and compassion. Her love for animals, her infectious laughter, and her zest for life remain a beacon of light. Becky's case sparked a nationwide conversation about online safety, domestic abuse, and the importance of community vigilance. Though Becky is physically gone, her spirit lives on in the hearts of those who loved her.